How's it going, everyone? Chris here with another Black Ops class setup recommendation. Now this time we've got another useful class that you should be able to equip and get some good gameplays. So the title of this one is Free For All Champion, and the aim of this one is for you to win free for all games. And to do that, we're going to choose a competitive weapon to win gunfights, and we're also going to choose a high power kill streak in order to seal the victory. So a mixture of both gunfights and kill streak kills. So let's get started. So weapons and attachments for this free-for-all champion class. We want an all-round weapon that's quite versatile, and the assault rifles are the best all-round category of weapons. Now the Commando is statistically the best assault rifle in the assault rifle category. Forget the FAMAS and the AUG. I like the Commando. It's got the higher damage, 40-30. It's got the fastest reload time, with the exception of the M16. Although it's very slightly, just a split second slower, but the fastest out of all the assault rifles. It's got good recoil patterns, very balanced, so it only kind of jumps around very slightly. Best attachments to choose, we've got all the options of red dot sights and silencers and things. The silencer, it can be quite a handy attachment for free-for-all games to keep you off the radar, but I always find that I always run out of ammunition whenever I use any attachment other than dual mags. So we're going to go for dual mags, both for the ability of a full loadout of ammunition. Otherwise you only get like 3 magazines worth, and you get a full loadout with the dual mags. And you get that secondary benefit of faster reloads on every other reload, which will come in handy when we come to talk about perk setups a little bit later. So secondary, we've got the option of pistols, just in case we run out of ammunition and need to take someone out from last stand or something like that. But a more useful weapon selection for the secondary weapon slot is the Strela 3, just in case we get anyone on the opposite team who gets some air support, like an attack helicopter, maybe even a chopper gunner, or even a counter spy plane that's messing up our map awareness. So moving on, equipment and grenades, we've got a pretty standard setup. Frag grenades is obviously the most handy grenade, just so you can cook them and toss them through windows, because free for all is a game where there's quite a lot of campers. So if you watched my Ghostbuster video, you saw a few techniques on how you can flush those campers out. Flashbang grenades, similarly, like with the Ghostbuster class, we want a flashbang grenade so that we can disorient the enemy before storming into a room if you know someone's squatting in the corner. Obviously the main advantage of the flashbang over the concussions is that the flashbang have more effect on the enemy, even though they do take slightly longer to throw. And third up, because we were in free for all and there's quite a lot of ghost users, we're going to equip the motion sensor. It's a handy one to run. It's not necessarily a camping. It's not necessarily a piece of equipment for campers. You can drop the motion sensor down and go running around quite a large portion of the map, and you'll still be able to see people coming in key areas. So the motion sensor is definitely a good piece of equipment to equip. Otherwise you might consider the claymore just to put into doorways and high traffic areas, just to get yourself a few extra kills. So moving on, let's take a look at the perks we're going to use for this free-for-all champion setup. Now with this class we're going to aim to get kill streaks as much as we are kills with our gun. So a great all-round perk for this is the Hardline perk. Obviously we've got two main benefits of Hardline. We've got the ability to get our higher kill streaks one earlier, so it will not take as long to get say a chopper gunner or dogs. It just makes it so much easier just being able to get get the kill streak just 1 kill earlier. Otherwise, in free for all, it's quite crucial to be able to see exactly where people are. And with Hardline, you'll be able to get a spy plane in just 2 kills. So definitely one of the best perks to choose for free for all games. Now, second up, you might be wondering why we've got steady aim here and not the popular sleight of hand. Now, like I mentioned, the stats of the Commando are pretty good all round, so we don't really need to make the most of sleight of hand, because we've already got a fast reload time, one of the fastest in the assault rifle category, and we've even equipped dual mags, so we've got a faster reload on every other reload. And generally in free-for-all games, it's all about one-on-one encounters. You don't know where anyone is until someone just pops up and you need to work on reactions, unlike team games where you kind of get an idea where they're spawning from, and there's always a spy plane in the air because of your other teammates, a lot of them equipped. So sleight of hand's a good one for team games, because obviously you'll be set up in a position and you're just waiting for people to come from a certain position on the map, so the faster aim-in speeds is quite handy. But for free-for-all games, you really need to be able to be the first to get your shots off, and when you're sprinting around, the main disadvantage you've got is the time it takes for you to stop sprinting and bring up your weapon. So the steady aim perk, especially the pro version, just shortens down the time it takes to recover from sprinting. So it's really handy in free-for-all games. If you're running around a corner, someone else is running around the corner, you bump into each other, it's the first to work on reactions, and with the steady aim pro perk, you'll be the first one to be able to start opening fire. And obviously the steady aim perk generally is useful for increasing your hip fire accuracy. So bump into someone, start opening fire, spray them from the hip, and then aim down sights, all in a split second, and you'll be the first to take the bad guys out. And third up, because free-for-all games are very quiet in comparison to the team games, there's only 6 to 8 players in any game, so it's very quiet. It makes footsteps very much more prominent, so you can even hear people from quite far away, especially if you're wearing a headset. So the ninja perk's definitely the one to choose for free-for-all games. You'll be able to sneak around without anyone knowing that you're coming, and if you've got the pro version and you're using a headset, you'll be able to pinpoint where people are using the sound from your headset. It's kind of like a surround sound feature. You can see in these clips there's lots of occasions where I kind of turn on people before I even know that they're there, really. I'll turn around and start shooting them before they even manage to open a shot on me. So finally, let's take a look at the killstreak rewards for any free-for-all game. First up, we want the spy plane. Now in free-for-all there's often quite a few ghost users, but the spy plane is always a handy one to run. Like we mentioned, because we've got the hardline perk, we'll be able to get a spy plane in just 2 kills, and it really does transform your game. You'll be able to see where hopefully the majority of players are, even if there is a couple of ghosties hiding in corners. But it really does speed up the game for you. You can kind of accumulate quite a few spy planes. If you get one, incur a death, and then you can bring another one in soon after and get the radar refreshing at quite a fast rate. It gets to the point where it's almost as good as an SR-71 Blackbird, where you can kind of see the dots moving in almost real time. So second up, like we mentioned just then, we mentioned the SR-71 Blackbird. Obviously shows exactly where people are, where they're moving, where they're facing. It's a 7 kill streak when you run the hardline perk, so it's definitely one that's quite achievable in free-for-all, especially combined with that hardline perk. And like we mentioned in the intro, we're going to look at getting a high power kill streak just to finish off the game and seal the victory. So once you've got your SR-71 Blackbird, it makes it so much easier to kind of sit back and play a more defensive role to be able to get your attack dogs. And in free-for-all, attack dogs just really go to work and do the business and finish off the game for you. If the game's halfway through, you manage to get your 11 kill streak, the game's pretty much finished. They'll go on a real rampage just to stack up those last few kills required to get the 30 kill score limit. So that's the free-for-all champion class setup. Let me know if you have any good games with it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Stick around for more. I've got lots of more fun and useful class setup videos to come, so subscribe if you want to stick around for those. If you enjoyed this episode, learned anything new, or found the class itself useful, I'd always appreciate a thumbs up. It helps share the information with others, and obviously gets my videos a bit more widespread exposure. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all later.